Welcome back to McTile to Grandmaster, the series where I take my once tile-locked account and play it without restrictions for the first time ever. There's only one goal: complete every single combat task in the game to achieve the Zuck Helm. I have a very special treat planned for the next time you see me. I've spent 4 billion GP on something in particular. See you then. Hey guys, a local man here, about to show you what I have spent a massive amount of money on. That. Yes, that was 135,000 smithing and crafting XP in a single action. I ended up just buying a ton of enhanced crystal teleport seeds. I broke them all down for crystal shards, and then you buy 27 armor seeds, and you're gonna keep remaking those into crystal bodies. That's the fastest training in the game. I just started tracking the XP rates in the bottom left, so you can see them, that is 78 crafting, so you can see them go up as we do this. We're gonna see how high we could get this XP rate by the end of this. It should end up at around 12 to 13 mil XP an hour, which is insane. That is 99 crafting and smithing in under an hour. That is absurd. That's faster than League's XP rates. Like, that is just, it shouldn't be possible. Turns out I was a little short on how many crystal shards I needed, so I had to go back. This should be enough to get me to 99 in both. This one will get me 99 crafting. Boom. Oh my god, dude, in an hour. Literally not even a full hour for 99 crafting. Oh, we're so close, 1k XP. Okay, let's make these into pants. Beautiful 99 smithing as well. Damn, dude, that is so satisfying. I just blew so much money on that. But getting 2 99s in an hour is just, it's so worth it. 99 smithing and crafting done. I'm gonna go grab at least the crafting cape, because that one I will be using a ton. The smithing level does let me do something really important too that I will show you guys in a bit. God, this guy just won't stop yapping. I'm just kidding. There we go. Crafting cape. This is actually so good for me. Let's do the skill cape emote. I mean, for old time's sake, it's kind of something you have to do when you get a 99. Not one of the like coolest emotes in the game, but you know, it's okay. It's all right. So mainly what I wanted this for, obviously this teleport. So good. Right next to a bank. I'm going to swap the left click on it to teleport. And now I just have a super easy teleport to a bank. One click. I should really get a construction cape. That's probably next on my list for skilling on this account. Even though I don't do much skilling on this account, I will probably eventually max this account because I have so much money on here that it's just kind of easy. If I do want to max, I can do it very easily. So today's sponsor is good old ExpressVPN. And you know what gets me boiling mad? My internet speed's getting throttled by my ISP, certain shows and movies being blocked in my country. If only there was some way to fix... Oh, hey, ExpressVPN. ExpressVPN shields your online activity from your ISP and anyone else trying to take a peek at what you're doing. That search history of yours, well, now it's encrypted. Whoever owns your Wi-Fi has no access thanks to ExpressVPN. And of course, you're protected from hackers, thieves, anyone on your Wi-Fi could easily steal your personal information. ExpressVPN has your back by wrapping your traffic in an encrypted tunnel, which I imagine looks something like this. But on to the most important stuff, am I right, guys? You can finally watch Rick and Morty or The Shawshank Redemption because it may be blocked in your country right now like it is for me. But by changing your IP address to any of the 105 countries ExpressVPN offers, you can watch it right now. And this is just a fraction of the things that ExpressVPN is capable of. Find out how you can get up to 4 extra months of ExpressVPN by clicking the link in the description below, expressvpn.com/unsettled, or scan the QR code on screen and get started today for as little as $3.49 a month. Now, back to the video. All right, this is where the smithing comes in. Arcane Sigil. We combine this with the Eldinus Ward and 10,000 soul runes to make the best magic shield in the game. There we go. Now we have it. You need 90 smithing to do that. I was getting so many comments like, why haven't you done this yet? I didn't have the smithing level until literally right now. That's going to help for a lot of future combat achievements, actually, having this shield. There we go. It replaces the old spot in the gear tab. I am at Vardorvis for quite literally no reason other than I love this boss. I just so enjoy killing this boss. It's so unlike any other. Oh, no way. Virtus Mask. Dude, the Virtus pieces are so rare here. That's so cool. This account is so blessed on drops. Like, I know it's just 5 mil, but I always spoon drops on this account. And it's, of course, when I don't need them. I'm taking care of a very easy combat achievement here. Yes, we killed them both in one shot. Killed 2 husks at the same time. Done. I'm not planning to grind out Fasani's Nightmare yet because I have formulated a little plan. I will finish off this kill, but let me show you what I'm actually going to be doing. So now that I have the fortified Elidinus Ward, I'm going to be learning Yama. I haven't done Yama yet, and I feel like I might as well do it because I can get double death charge here, which means I will have a much easier time at basically every other boss once I get double death charge. And if those words mean nothing to you, death charge is essentially a spell that just restores 15% of your special attack energy when you kill an enemy. That can be insanely effective in increasing DPS or just getting more special attacks off in a fight. So double death charge is pretty self-explanatory. If you get this drop from Yama, you can cast Death Charge twice before you have to wait for a cooldown to use it again. So it's pretty damn good. It's super OP if used appropriately. It's especially good at Fasani's Nightmare, which is why I want to get it before I go back there. There are 11 combat achievements at Yama, 55 points here, which is a pretty big dent in the combat achievements finishing this boss off. So I'm really excited to do it. Okay, let's learn a new boss. I've heard it's much easier to just start with magic when you're learning, so that's what we're gonna do. Let's see how this goes. Okay, all right, we got there in the end. That was actually pretty fun, though. That was super, like, interactive. Lots of stuff going on. Yama Adept, one case. Oh my god, Dossier first kill. This could be double death charge. We could be done in a single kill. No, okay, that is not the one. All good, you know, we can't expect it on the first kill, although it would have been really cool. Oh, we got another combat achievement. Nice. Back so soon? I have no idea what... Oh, I put the combat achievement on the screen. I'm opening this. Dragon Blade Skirt, let's go. The Forgotten Lockbox can have some Oathplate armor in it. Could have some nice rare drops, but more than likely, it's not going to be anything super special. Okay, slowly getting better at the boss. I think it's time to attempt that. There's a combat achievement to only use plain pizza and no potions. I'm going to do that next. This combat achievement isn't too hard because you can use moths to regenerate, like prayer and stuff. The only thing is the pizza, really. That's the only true debuff, and it's still not that bad. And if you do everything perfectly, you're going to have enough food to get through it. Okay, not so clean at the end, but we got through it. Definitely getting better at the boss. Feeling pretty comfortable with that combat achievement. And we got a dossier. Okay, please write a vile transference. Forfeit breath. Another dossier. Can we get it? No. Forfeit breath again. After just under 20 kills at the boss, I decided to go for my very first Radiant Oathplate contract, and Radiant Oathplate is one of the biggest flexes in the game, obtained by completing these 5 difficult contracts by defeating Yama under certain conditions, each contract having a different set of restrictions and challenges. There is a combat achievement for this, but it's only to do one of the 5 contracts, which honestly felt a little wrong to me. It feels like becoming a Grandmaster should include completing all 5 contracts. So obviously I'll be doing all 5, not only for the sake of feeling like I truly mastered the content, but also because this armor is beautiful. I want it so bad. The first contract I decided to attempt was Forfeit Breath. I'll have all the conditions the contract puts you under on the screen for each one I do. Forfeit Breath is largely considered the easiest of the 5. Your run energy becomes a crucial element in the fight, and you have to make sure it doesn't drop to 0, as that will instantly kill you. And all the damage dealt to you will drain your run energy as well, so if you get hit for a high number, it's just another thing to keep track of. I say this contract is easy because despite having less than 20 kills of experience at Yama, I was still able to pull this one off in just a few attempts with a lot of mistakes. I was not very good at this boss. Yes, yes, dude. Oh, that feels good. And that's the easiest one, but that still feels so good to get done. Oh, let's go. We got the Grandmaster combat achievement to do one of the contracts. Beautiful. We got one of the 5 pieces for the Radiant Oathplate, one of the pieces of the sigil. Before I do the final 4 contracts, I just want to finish up every combat achievement I still have remaining here. It'll just make me better at the boss too, and I need to do it. If I complete this, Contract Choreographer, I complete 2 combat achievements in one, and from there, all I would need is the speedrun time. And this task is essentially just an absolutely perfect kill. Nothing goes wrong. Should be doable. I'm gonna go try it. There's the baby speedrun time. Not that it really matters, we still need the Grandmaster one, but cool. I have been learning the duo melee method because the speedrun can only be done as a duo, so I do need to learn it. And in the meantime, I'm also trying to do Contract Choreographer. Let's go! We got it done! I wasn't even trying that hard to do it. It just kind of happened as soon as I stopped thinking about doing it. So, okay, nice. And that completed Shadow Dancer 2. And it was a pretty fast time. It was pretty close to the speedrun. The speedrun is 4 kills with an average of 234. So that was just 3 ticks away, essentially. Nothing a little RNG, and playing a little better can't fix. But if we average that for the next 3 kills... do a little better, we'll get the Grandmaster speed time as well. I have purchased a chugging barrel just to make my pre-potting life, potioning life in general a little more convenient. I feel like it's a valuable investment. No! Oh, that was a really slow kill. We did get the Master achievement, that's good, but the averages for the Grandmaster just went way up. That's not good. It needs to be a lot faster. This melee method on P3 is one of my favorite things to do. It's so, it's not difficult at all, but it's just a seamless little dance. And it's not even remotely the hardest way to melee P3, but it's just satisfying. That's pretty fast. 233, okay, there we go. We have a time under 234, so now just need 3 more kills. And it needs to average under 234, we can do it. This has to be it. This has to be it, we're pacing. Come on, come on. Yes, there it is, Yama Speedrunner. Boom, that is every single combat achievement except kill count. 8 more kills, and I have every single Yama combat achievement, but we obviously have Radiant Oathblade to get. All right, second contract I'm doing is Divine Severance. I forgot to give him the contract, oh my god. I'm gonna be doing that so much, I feel like. But yeah, second contract, the main gist with this one, your prayers are automatically turned off if you have them on for more than 2 ticks, and there will be void flares that just constantly spawn throughout the fight. So we see this one, if you don't kill it, it will explode and destroy you. So you do have to kill these as they pop up, and you have to be pretty much perfect with your prayers. That is pretty much it. Let's see how this one goes. Oh, that was a brutal death. I forgot to, I didn't kill the Void Flare in time. Okay, so I just finished up a little practice kill. I feel like I can get it within the next couple attempts. Okay. Hey, that's a pretty cool... I don't know, just my drop luck on this account. I say it so often, but Soul Flame Horn, that's pretty neat. It's not too expensive, but it's a drop nonetheless. Cool. Okay, last practice kill, I swear. We're going back to the contracts. I had to go for the back-to-back, and also now, once I do finish the contracts... Well, okay, actually, I need to get one more practice kill at some point, but then when I finish the contracts, I'll get the 50 KC for the final combat achievement. No. No more food. Oh my god. Oh my god. That was insane. That was actually insane. 6 HP. There we go, baby. Divine Severance done. Second piece of the sigil. Oh, that was so beautiful. I definitely got chanced at least once there, but I also played really well, so I'm happy about that. I locked in when it mattered the most. 2 out of 5 on the Radiant Oathplate. I was about to move on to my next contract when I got a message from Framed. You see, I have 0 raid combat achievements completed. I'm saving them for last, but there's one particularly annoying one, the 8-man Tombs of Amascut speedrun. The only difficult thing about this combat achievement is assembling 8 people to do it, and knowing how difficult it would be to find an 8-man team in the future, I decided to take the opportunity and accept the invite to be the 8th man. Guys, I have 5 entry mode KC. Look at everyone's kill count on this board. I do have over 200 TOAs completed on my maxed Ultimate Iron Man, but I have basically not touched it on this account. All you have to do to get the combat achievement is complete the raid with 8 people in under 18 minutes. And when I say that the hardest part of that is assembling the 8 people, I mean it. There's a ton of leeway in this speed time, especially now that gear has progressed so much. I mean, just look at what happens at the end of this raid. Don't worry, guys. No one will know that we had 6 deaths. I'm gonna clear my chat box. Despite 6 deaths in the raid, we still had 45 seconds to spare to get the sub 18. And Framed got a Missouri mask. We decided to let him keep that one. So happy to have that done. I feel like this would have been such a headache in the future. Contract number 3 was Bloodied Blows, and to sum this one up, the lower your health is, the higher your minimum hit, which is insanely OP. If you camp 1 health, you essentially hit constant 65s. This is of course balanced by the fact that anything will kill you, and Yama's health is increased as well. Also, more Void Flares, because why not? This contract was definitely the hardest one I attempted so far. Yes, let's go. That was tough. Oh my god, that was tough, dude. But also really fun. That was my favorite contract so far. Let's go. Yes. 3 out of 5. We are 60% of the way there. The last 2 contracts we have are Glyphic Attenuation and Sensory Clouding. I am geared up for Glyphic Attenuation. I'm going to save what everyone says is the hardest for last. Glyphic Attenuation seems a little challenging just at first glance. Yama gets a health boost. Defense bonuses are increased for everything except his crush defense. It's like 700 defense for every other style, but 80 crush defense, so you have to use a crush weapon. Also, the more prayer bonus you have, the more damage you deal, but on the other hand, the more prayer bonus you have, your prayer will also drain significantly faster, so it's a bit of a trade-off. My first few attempts at this contract did not go very well. I don't think I was getting it at the start, so I actually had to take a second and learn a new strategy. It's really bad to get meleeed by Yama during the contract, which means you have to attack on the correct ticks. So I put a little bit of time into learning a new method to melee Yama called No Fly, and once I at least partially understood this method, it became way easier to do the contract. I went into a normal Yama fight with a bronze scimitar, and I just kept practicing until it clicked. Then it was time to go back to some real attempts. Let's go! Yes! Oh, that was a fun one. That actually was fun once I knew what I was doing. Purifying Sigil, 4 out of 5. 1 contract left. The last of the 5 contracts is Sensory Clouding, largely considered to be the hardest of the 5. The main thing that makes this contract so hard is Yama always tries to melee you, constantly following you around, whereas usually he's locked in place during phase 3. Throughout the entire fight, you basically have to step back on the correct tick so that you avoid the melee attack and make sure he uses range or mage instead. Standard attacks will go through prayer, void flares kill a player if you don't destroy them, and your attack range is halved. I ended up using Red Eye Jedi's guide for this contract. It's really good. Shout out to him. At first I was dying a lot trying to remember what to do, all the steps that are laid out in all the tiles. There's so many different ones, but about 20 attempts in, I started to get pretty close to finishing it off. Yes, let's go! No food left! Oh my god, dude. 17 HP. 5 out of 5, baby! Let's go! We're done! Yes! Sensory Clouding complete. That was such a close call. That didn't even take me as long as Bloodied Blows did, funny enough. I was expecting a lot worse. Okay, I have all the Aether runes in my inventory. Let's grab all 5 pieces of the sigil. Put this thing together. Boom, we make the Purifying Sigil. Not the Grand Exchange to make this thing. Okay, let's make the coolest armor in the game. We use the sigil on each piece of Oath Plate. Wait, hold up. Rune Crafting XP. New meta discovered. And Radiant Oath Plate acquired. Oh, it looks so good. It looks so good, dude. Damn, this is maybe my favorite armor ever made in the game. It's so clean. Especially with the white Rancor too. I'm so happy I have that. I got so spooned on it. While doing the contracts, we also, of course, finished every Yama combat achievement. All I had left was the 50 kill count, so that's done. I have everything I want at Yama, except what I initially came there for, which is the double death charge. So I'll still have to go back for that. On screen, I'll put my final contract amounts because I was writing them down on the notepad as I was going through them. So I'll list those out. Maybe I'll go for Blood Torva next video. I don't know. I don't have many tasks left before I go for raids, so that might be like the last thing I do before it's just raid tasks until Grandmaster. So yeah, thanks for watching. I will see you next video.